said, walking over to hug her. "Happy birthday. Here," she said, grabbing a package sitting on the mantelpiece, a blue drawstring bag that shimmered at every turn of the light, tied up with a pretty green ribbon. It had taken her many nights to sew. "You're lovely," Anne said, and sat down. Thomasina grinned as she watched her untie the ribbon. Perhaps it was because Anne was particularly happy, but she believed she had never seen her best friend look as radiant as she did that day. Anne was wearing an apricot-coloured dress that glowed against her dark brown skin and liked to wear her hair loose in the summer. The morning sun caught glints of amber in her black curls, and Thomasina saw that new coral earrings dangled from her earlobes. The gold fastenings sent dots of light sparkling around their workroom. "Present?" she said, pointing at them. "Yes," Anne said. "My parents gave them to me yesterday." "Oh, Thomasina!" She had opened the package to reveal a slightly battered book, something Thomasina had been privately saving up for over the past few months to purchase for her. "It's a compendium of herbs and flowers," Thomasina said. "I asked your uncle what he thought you might like, and he suggested I buy this. It isn't new, I'm afraid." Anne beamed. "I've wanted to study flowers for ages," she said, delighted as her fingers stroked the dark blue vellum. "This is perfect. Thank you so much. It should come in really useful for new medicines we want to create for the shop." "There's something else inside the bag too," Thomasina said. "A collection of pamphlets," Anne gasped as she withdrew them. "They're a story serial, The Green Knight and the Princess. Thank you." She reached out and squeezed Thomasina's hand, her eyes sparkling in a way that had become wonderfully familiar to Thomasina over the past few months. "What does being 14 feel like?" Thomasina asked, a little enviously. "Exactly the same as 13, Anne said, as Shadow walked across the table and sat on her new book. "Get off, Shadow!" After Anne managed to successfully prise Shadow off her present, the pair ate a birthday breakfast together that Thomasina had made: eggs, freshly baked bread, and an apple and nettle elixir that they loved to drink in the mornings and was easily one of their most popular products. Shadow, despite having had a hearty breakfast already, attempted to eat the eggs from both their plates. When the pair were very full indeed, they made their way to the shop front. "Are you sure you want to work this morning?" Thomasina said. "It's your birthday." Anne laughed. "I'll work for an hour, then take the rest of the day off. But why wouldn't I want to spend some time here? It's my favourite place in the world." Surveying the interior of Burgess and Hawkes, Thomasina couldn't help but agree. When they had first moved in, the building had been rather nondescript, sitting in an ordinary street in Southwark. The interiors had been similarly uninspiring, with yellow-tinged, peeling walls, cobwebbed beams, dusty floorboards, and dirty, grime-flecked shutters. However, they had set to work, assisted by their parents and Miss Maplethorpe, and a transformation that felt almost magical had taken place. Now, brightly coloured bunting hung from gleaming dark beams, a glorious patchwork of sky blue, deep pink, sea green and primrose yellow, strung up in every direction that customers always commented upon when they entered their shop. The dusty shutters had been thoroughly cleaned, sanded and painted light blue, while the once peeling paintwork now shone. Bunches of dried lavender and many pots and jars of light pink roses tied with blue, lilac and green ribbons dotted around Burgess and Hawkes gave the interior a perfumed sweet scent. Anne's uncle had generously given them some posters and pamphlets from Hawkes' apothecary, where Anne had previously been his assistant. The presence of these added a great deal of interest.